would have just seen was a clip from me coming over the finish line. It was from the live trial app. So if anyone followed me the other day, I had a webcam at the end, and yeah, just thought I'd show you me coming over the finish line, because to start the vlog, I thought it's good to start with a finish, because this is the last one. This is the 110th training vlog, and it is the last one. I've loved doing them. I hope you've enjoyed watching them, if you've watched them, whether that's 1, 3, 5. And yeah, just as I said, I hope it's kind of motivated you, inspired you, or as I said, I hope it's just giving you something to laugh about, really. But yeah, in terms of that, I want to make it a really fun one for the last training vlog. So I'm going to go back and do some of my favourite things, or some of the things that I know people have found most funny. So yoga, cold shower. I will have a cold shower today. And yeah, to work through my treat list. I've still got a few more treats to do. And there is something I haven't still done on my taper timetable. So yeah, I kind of just want to do an amalgamation of all my favourite things, essentially, from the vlogs. And as I said, just make sure I round off with a few thank yous as well. But yeah, I'm going to do a few sit-ups again, as usual, to start with. And it'll be time for a standard Harry breakfast. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Part of all my sort of training vlogs, and actually during the event itself, was weird breakfast. I've always had weird breakfast, but I find them quite effective. And to be honest with you, I've tried everything, haven't I? I've had Huel sort of ready to drink shakes on it. I've had turmeric milk. Today, go for my protein shakes. I need to give it a shake. Vanilla flavour. It's going to be water on Weetabix. Give it a good shake. Okay, and then check it's all mixed in. There we go. Right. So protein shake is going over my Weetabix. We'll see what it looks like. Bit watery, but vanilla flavoured water over my Weetabix. Would anyone else do that? Let's give it a try. That's quite nice. I wouldn't want just normal water on Weetabix, but yeah, protein shake on Weetabix. Recommend. To come down today is my taper timetable and my Ultra Challenge master plan. But I thought it was interesting to have a little look about how much I actually followed with this master plan. So it says 0 to 25k run, which I did, and then it says rest stop 1, have snacks, which I did. 25 to 58k, run to 40k, walk 40 to 58k, and then rest stop 2, have a meal. So actually I ran literally from 0k, so from the start, to 64k, which I'm so impressed with. I mean, what's that, nearly 40 miles, is it? Something like that. It's a lot of mileage, I have to say. And yeah, I never stopped for a meal, not properly anyway. So yeah, I ended up walking from sort of 64 to, 100k, so 36k walking, 64k running. I'm super chuffed. I've never run that far before. But the one thing I definitely did do from this, 80 to 100k, it just says survive, and I have to say it was a case of survival at the end of my knees. So yeah, I think, to be honest with you, the master plan did kind of ring true. It's just I ended up doing more running than I thought, which probably came to the detriment of my knee, but it was great. As I said, I'm still not over it. I'm still super happy. There's going to be a lot of room now on this wall, so we're going to do the final thing on my taper timetable, which I've not done, which is photo album. I want to get some photos. I want to replace the master plan with my certificate from yesterday, and just show my medals a bit as well. My medals are just stuffed away in a drawer. I need to find a way of getting them up and getting them out of the drawer. So yeah, we're going to try and do that at some point today as well, but I haven't thought about it yet, so I'll need to have a little think. So what you would have just seen was a screenshot from my conversation with Mum while I was doing the Ultra. Now, this was the point where I probably almost broke at about 90k, and this was when my knee was really hurting to the point I could have cried. It was so painful. But then my mum said, Dad's going to come back and find you. So basically, my dad was obviously waiting for me at the finish. He decided to walk back about 3k to come find me. I think he found me about 97k to get me over those last few k at the end. Now, at this stage, it was drizzling, it was windy, and it was just getting quite cold because it was dark. And yeah, I think it really did just help just get me over that last bit. Someone to talk to, because I've been obviously in my own thoughts for a good 12k, about 8 miles. So one of the things I put down on my treat list was buy a fragrance, and I have done, but I just haven't bought one for me. I bought one to thank Dad, so alongside the coffee machine, I think he needed something a bit extra. I've got him my favourite spray, an Aqua de Palma Essenza, so I need to get to the gym quickly, because this is my one, by the way, he's not having this one. And yeah, it'll be coming hopefully in the post today, so he won't know about this until he gets back later on, and he'll probably see it in the vlog before he actually opens it. But that is just another thank you for Dad to sort of getting me over the line right at the end, because that was the hardest bit. Walking to the gym now, and yeah, just kind of wanted to say a couple of thank yous again, really. First of all, to THINK18 for your lovely message, and also again to everyone who's donated, because we are now over £900, which is over 90% of my fundraising target of £1,000. This is the last vlog today as well, and I want to try and make it to 1,000 today. I want to get 100% of the target today. So, but yeah, the main thing is I just want to say, obviously, THINK18. Essentially, what you're doing by donating, you're allowing them to give these young adults with learning difficulties an opportunity to have fun, unforgettable days out, doing things that we take for granted. So again, whether that's going camping or going to the cinema, going to the pub, whatever it is, they can be stressful environments, but to give them the opportunity to go and experience these things and build friendships at the same time, it's amazing. And I've seen the difference it makes them, working with them as well. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone that's helping make this happen. And yeah, if we can get to that £1,000 target today, that'd be great. Come on, we can do it. Different things I've done during the vlogs has been the quizzes. And I've done a few quizzes, didn't I? Normally around sort of sports celebrities and around the number 18. So I thought I'd do one about me today. So my first vlog was February the 8th. And obviously it's 110 days since then. In that time, obviously I've done a lot of walking, a lot of running, and all sorts of crazy things. How many steps, got my watch, how many steps have I done leading up to today? We can always add today's at another point, but I want you to know, or I want you to guess, in the 109 days leading up to this one today, how many steps has ultra runner Harry done? I reckon it's a lot. I don't even know yet, so it's time to go and have a look. You've got 10 seconds to guess. Yeah, since I started the training in February, I have done over 5,700,000 steps. And then, to be honest, it sounds a lot, and it is a lot, obviously. But if you look at me over the whole year, again, so from last June to May this year, 47,000 steps on average a day. Which, by the way, they say it's about 45,000 steps for a marathon a day. So I've essentially walked over a marathon a day on average for the last year, which I kind of knew anyway. And yeah, over 17 million steps in the process. So, it's a lot of exercise, it's a lot of walking, and it's absolutely crazy. And that's even before I was doing the training, obviously, for this ultra. It's just what I love to do. That is, as I always say, that is the thing. It's walking now and obviously going to the gym and all that. It is my hobby, and that's why obviously I wanted to use that to a good cause this year, and doing 2 fundraising challenges has just given me that extra motivation that, make no mistake, ultra challenge or not, I'll still be doing my running, I'll still be going to the gym, I'll still be walking. So I said it was good fun. That's probably why I wanted to make more of a use of it this year. Back from the gym, and yeah, I haven't showered yet, so I'll be a bit smelly, but that's because I want a cold shower. But before then, I always have issues. When I get in, I'm always desperate to eat something. I have just eaten the last flapjack from the Ultra event. The last flapjack I took, they were very nice. But my favourite food, alongside fish, is eggs. Now,
hard-boiled eggs take a little bit of time to do, I always find. Too long for me anyway. I'll just basically eat the rest of my lunch while waiting for them to boil. So I thought we'd do a bit of an experiment today. What I'm going to do, put the water in. Like so. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to see how long it takes for the eggs to boil. In that time, I'm going to go into the garage and do some walking on the treadmill because I love doing that. And I want to see how many steps I do in the time it takes for my hard-boiled eggs to be done. Because otherwise, what happens, as I was saying, I'll just be in the kitchen picking about. So I thought this was a much more active, healthy way to do it. Boil my eggs, see how long it takes, and then, get a workout in the meantime, and then I can have my shower. Right, let's put these on. Pre-treadmill steps, 21,066 today so far. Quite a lot, isn't it, really? But not a lot for me. Not rubbing it in or anything. But let's get going. And let's see how many we do before the eggs are done. So I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit silly because I didn't think the eggs would sort of boil so quickly. So I was on the treadmill for 10 minutes, and by the time I came in to look, they'd already started boiling. So I'm now pacing around the garden like this just to get my extra steps in before my eggs are done. But I've got no idea how long they've been boiling for, so I'm hoping they're going to be alright. I'm a bit worried now that I've caused a bit of a mistake with this, but I'm going to guess a couple more minutes, but I'm going to pace around this garden for a little bit longer and get the final steps up. Racket is out here. You've got the kettle boiling over there, and then you've got my eggs running under cold water. I'm really nervous about them. Anyway, I'm going to drink the coffee, and before my shower, a couple of yoga moves to do. This is the torture period of this final vlog. One you've just seen is called like the Titid Papsana or something. Yeah, let's be honest, I'm not going to be able to do it. I just want to see how close I can. So you put your arms between your legs, and then you've got to have your legs out straight. Now, I can't even really straighten my legs still with my knee anyway. But, right, I'm not even really sure how to attack this. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to start. Right, I'm going to have one more look at this picture. I don't think that can be right. Okay, it was right. So I've got to like lean forward more into a press up though, and then let's just give it a try. So I think I've got to. I don't even know how to start this. How do you even do that? Three, two, one. No, you can't. You can't push your hands. You can't push your hands down and do it like that. Let's just try it. Just hands to the side and legs up. Oh, I can't even lift my body up. Oh, I'm sweating. Right, well, that failed. So let's go on to the next one. Well, this one looks much easier, doesn't it? So essentially, you've got to lie down, and I think my hands are going to be here by the end, and my feet are going to be over the back of my head. Right, here we go. Oh, I can't even straighten my legs. Oh, why can't I straighten my knees? I can't even straighten the knees. Oh, come on. Oh, how do I look? Bloody ridiculous. Oh, come on.
Looks just like that photo of that yoga pose, doesn't it? Let's hope the postman don't ring the door for my dad's parcel now, because I'm not moving. Oh. Right. Maybe slightly better than the last one. Let's try one more. The sickening thing with this is how easy they all make them look. This one at least kind of looks like it makes sense. So you kind of have your arms out flat in front of you, like so. I'm just sliding myself back so I can see you. Right. So arms out sort of flat in front. And then I've just got to lift my legs up. It's kind of, they've got to go over my head, haven't they? Right, ready? 3, 2, 1. No. Oh. 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 Oh, my lower back. Oh. 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 One more go. Not even close, am I? Bet you couldn't do an ultra marathon in 16 hours, though. Ready? Move back a bit. I can't even get off the ground. Honestly, I want someone to try this. Watch this, try and do it. And honestly, tell me if you can get your legs off the ground, because I can't. I'd rather have a cold shower than this. Oh, that's what I'm about to do.
You know, isn't it mad to think I'd rather do 100 kilometre ultra than do yoga in a cold shower? If you gave me the choice tomorrow to do this or do an ultra, I'd pick the ultra. Right, here we go. Right, it's currently in these rooms, so let's head down. So this is a horrible look here. Right, get myself in, get myself warm. I don't like this thing how high I've got these, but I'm just worried if the water was too heavy, it might pull them down. And then YouTube will probably kick me off. Right, let's get going. I turn the camera around. Here we go. Right to the bottom. Oh, here we go. Oh. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. You know what? I think the weather's a little bit warmer outside. I'll be a bit better with that. We have one more go. Right, it's warmed up again now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Turn it this way. Here we go. 4, here we go. 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, no more. I did pretty well there. While I wait for my flatbread to cook, break an egg. I think these are overdone, not underdone. At least it's peeling easily. So normally Mum's here, and Mum does them. It's mad, isn't it? I'm struggling to balance cracking an egg and keeping an eye on the flatbread, which is that loud noise. It's the grill. I feel like Gordon Ramsay. By the way, if anyone was wondering how many steps I did, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, 1,300 in the time it took to boil these. So I'll be honest with you, just keep an eye on your eggs. Very easy to do this while holding a phone, but I'll tell you what, I think I've got them pretty bang on. Look at that. Okay, so Dad's parcel has just arrived. That's what I'm hoping it is anyway, but I better open it up just in case. It's the wrong one, could you imagine? Right. That looks the one to me. Perfect. Hopefully, Dad hasn't seen this before he sees the vlog. Then, yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and it'll be upstairs in your room. So if you haven't noticed it yet, you might want to pause the vlog now and go upstairs and have a look. But again, just thank you very much for coming back and walking all the way to the finish with me. It's now also time to go and put my new sign outside. So I've taken the old one off. I'm going to stick it on with some Gorilla Tape. And then I'm going to take the other signs out of my car as well, because obviously they need to come down. But yeah, most importantly, let's go get this stuck up on the fence. Here we are, up on the fence. Pride of place while everyone walks by. Right, take a timetable. It's coming off the wall. Feels a bit of a shame sort of putting it away. Feels a bit of an end of an era, but it does need to be put to bed, really. I've done it now, but it has felt like a real journey. Anyway, it's time to replace it with the post Ultra success on there. So I'm going to go and get some photos, some from the Ultra, but also some from running in the past, times where I've done some running or walking and it's been in places I like, or it's just been an important thing that's, an event that I thought I did really well in. So yeah, they're going to go on the wall instead, alongside my Ultra certificate. So I've made my photo album, which was the last thing I wanted to do on my taper timetable. So I basically just got some pictures from running in the past and the Ultra itself. And this is what I came up with. Ultra Runner Harry. So there's some pictures there, like at the bottom right view, well, that one there, that's me on the day. A couple of other pictures from when I did some runs in London. One here at the top is my obviously finisher one and my marathon walk I did. Pictures of me when I was younger running in races. There's me after my ankle op, which I never thought I'd run again, let alone do sort of 60 odd miles. And this is now going to go next to my certificate, which is here on my wall where my taper timetable and master plan was. So let's go stick them up now and see how they look. There we are, out with the old, in with the new. How self-centered does this look, honestly? But yeah, I have to say, I will get a frame for a lot of this at some point as well. But it is nice to have something there to fill that space and look back and be proud of my achievements. So yeah, now I need to get the medals out and find where to put them. There's a little bit of an issue. I don't have anything really to hang medals on, or any nails. I don't really trust myself putting nails into a wall. So what I'm thinking is, next to my dartboard I have these 3 hooks here. And what I'm thinking of doing is getting rid of the dart shirt for now, putting up my finisher shirt, and also maybe hanging the 2 medals I've done, because I've done 2 fundraising challenges this year. Obviously the walk in January, and obviously the Ultra the other day. So I'm going to see how that looks, and hopefully that'll be a temporary fix again. And just be nice to have them on show for a little bit. So I don't have my finisher top because I think it's still in the wash, but I never wore this on the day and I wanted to, but because of the material, I decided it probably would make me too sweaty. So I'm going to put this one up instead of the dart shirt instead, and hopefully have the medals to the side. We'll see how it looks. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! So yeah, there's the winter walk one I did in January.
And this is obviously the big one, the London2Brighton 100k Ultra with the THINK18 yes I can underneath, and yes I did. So yeah, so far a bit of a temporary measure for now, but it's nice to have my medals out, and again just something to be really proud of, alongside obviously my Ultra Runner Harry photos and my certificate. So I've finally got pride of place for these things for now, and said at some point I'll get them up properly and properly framed, because I'm proud of them, and as I said, I want to make sure that I look back on them in the future and go, oh, that was brilliant, alongside these vlogs. Right, so I'm just on my computer now, going through to the next treat. So I ticked off buy a fragrance. Obviously, I was going to buy myself one, but I think my dad definitely deserved it more than me. So that one's ticked off now. The next one I've put here is a trip/day out. Now, me and my brother love going to London to do royal sort of based things. And yeah, we haven't really done that much recently due to my training or work commitments or whatever the reason's been. We just haven't done it so much. So that was one of the things I wanted to put down, because obviously it's not very nice on him. Whenever we go out, I've got my phone all the time, and I said it'd just be nice to go and do one of these things and just take it in and enjoy it. So we are going to book this weekend a little trip. So we're going to go and have a royal day out somewhere, and yeah, have a nice meal, because my granddad very kindly offered to pay for a meal for us as well. So yeah, going to book some trains now and tick that one off as well. So today so far we've done buy a fragrance and a trip/day out, and I've got 2 left to go. So yeah, let's get all that booked in and work on the other 2. Right, so trip is all booked, but I also have written down another thing which involves the computer here, and it says book a holiday. So something I'd love to do is go on holiday to Bude again. I love Bude, it's my favourite place to go. So many childhood memories, and even this picture on the wall of me there, that was me doing a run in Bude a couple of years ago when I went back there. So yeah, I'd love to go back to Bude. It is very expensive though, as you can imagine, particularly in holiday periods. So yeah, you're talking in the fair few thousands. So I'm kind of holding off on that one at the moment, just because I've spent so much on shoes and stuff lately and whatever. But also, as much as I really was thinking that was going to be a real thing I'd look forward to, I'm quite happy regardless if I go on holiday or not. You know, I love where I live. I love just doing the things I normally do, and you know, holidays are great, but as I said, I do love my home life as well. It doesn't bother me. I'm always glad sometimes when I do get home, not because I didn't enjoy holidays, but because I love those home comforts as well. So I'm going to keep that one sort of stationary for now, because I still think I'd love to go on holiday there. But again, it's not as much a priority. That was like the main treat I wanted. And actually, I've realised with a lot of these treats, not just this one, actually, they're not as great as I thought in my mind. I quite like the things I was doing anyway. So I will leave that one on the back burner. But holiday was the 9th one I was going to tick off. Still got one more to do in a bit. But I've also got, before then, a darts challenge, which I've set myself. So a new challenge. I was on the computer. I've just received some fantastic news. On my watch, I always get a vibration. Now, you probably can't really see that because it's blurry, but it just says, just giving. Someone has donated to your page. You've just received, and it was £89, which has essentially got me to my £1,000 target. So I thought it'd be really good while I'm on here actually to have a look and see who has donated, so I can thank them, because that is really kind. To get me to that milestone is unbelievable. That was the target, £1,000. So to have got there, 100% of my donations. Thank you to everyone. Let's have a look and see if we can find out who did that. Right, we'll do it together. Right, so here's the screen. 100% you see now, so £1,001 raised. SpongeBob SquarePants. Well done, Harry. SpongeBob has donated. SpongeBob, you were the best mascot. Thank you so much. You have been absolutely amazing, and I very much am grateful that you were the 100% donator. You were the 44th donation, and you've got us to the target. We had the best mascot. Well done. We've done it. We've made it to 1,000. So yes, me and SpongeBob have done the donation to get to the 100% target. And as I said, to be honest with you,
I wanted to give something myself to Think18. I've had 43 people have kindly donated and also donated to more than one fundraiser because I've done 2 this year. So again, thank you very much. But if I had £100 or £89, whatever I needed to get to the target, I wanted to give something to Think18 as well, because I've seen firsthand the amazing work they do. And I know that they'll spend that money and give the young adults there the best experience possible. So I said, as much as I've made my own treats, and obviously I did my treat list, a lot of them were kind of to treat myself. So buy a coffee, buy a fragrance, all those sort of things. But actually, I find the biggest satisfaction in general is to give to others. And I think the best thing anyone can say is thank you, or someone's really grateful for you making a difference. If you can make a difference to someone and you can see how happy it makes them, that's better than anything you'll buy for yourself. So as I said, I wanted that money to go to them. Talk about booking a holiday and stuff. I think the whole point of these vlogs has been to kind of, as I said, give back, because I love the community I live in. And I said the amount of donations I've had and the well wishes has just completely shown how amazing the community is that I live in. So as I said, I hope that sort of we've now reached the target, and I'm hoping that hoping that will make a huge difference to you at Think18, because you are all amazing, and everyone who's donated is amazing as well. So we have done it. We've made our 100% now. Now it's time to do my darts challenge. And after that, I've still got one more treat, though, that I want to do. And that one will be for me. That will definitely be for me. But let's do this darts challenge first. A bit of a running darts theme to finish up on. This is an incredibly random challenge. I've stuck 4 things on my dartboard. I've stuck a tea bag sort of tag. So there. A bit of a ripped sponge there, some of my tape there, and one of these felt, I can't remember what they're called now, but they're just foot pad things essentially. My challenge is to see how quickly I can hit them all 3 times. So I've got to hit each one 3 times, and we'll see how many darts that takes. So there is the challenge. For the foot pad first, so I've got to hit them all 3 times. 1. Oh, I missed it. I've got one in. Look, nobody's ever done this before, hitting a foot pad on a dartboard. But I won't need this stuff anymore, so it feels weird to say that. Right, let's keep going. Yes, job done. Just got the last one on the tape. There we are. So I managed to hit, 12 in total. That was a fun challenge. I can finally chuck some of this stuff away. This ripped tape and stuff has got no use to me anymore, let's be honest. So anyway, it is time to do the last thing on my plan. This was the thing that got me through the last 10k of the Ultra, 90 to 100k. What was that thing I was going to really treat myself to, which got me over the line in the end when it was the most difficult time mentally and physically? What got me through to 100k? Okay then, so what was the final treat that I put on my list to get me through that final 10k of my 100k Ultra? What was the thing that motivated me, even when I was in my hardest moment, to get through that last 10k, physically and mentally, when I was suffering? Well, the last treat I put down was to go for a walk or a run. Now, I'm not going to go for a run today because my knee's still not quite 100%, but I'm definitely on the mend. And by the weekend, I certainly hope to be running again, so that is great. But I absolutely love walking and running and going to the gym and all those things. I love fitness. And obviously, you've seen through the vlogs, almost every day I've been doing run, walks and gym. But there is nothing more I love than doing that stuff. Whether it's doing a fundraising challenge or not, I would be doing that anyway, as I said earlier, because it is a huge part of my life, physically and mentally. There's nothing better for me than going for a walk and a run. And I've absolutely loved doing all the vlogs and sharing it with you. But I know for a fact I'll still be doing all those things. As you've seen, I'm still going on the home treadmill. I'm still going to the gym a few days after, because it is the thing that makes me most happy. So all those things like booking a holiday and stuff are great. But it's actually the most simple thing sometimes, walking and running, that I love more than anything else. And as I said, I've really, really enjoyed sharing the vlogs and the journey with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as well. And as I said, I've been so appreciative of all the amazing feedback I've got. So thank you for all the support and all the nice comments and nice words as well. And I think now it's time to go and celebrate with a walk and a run, a walk today and a run at the weekend at some point as well. But also without that pressure now. I haven't got that pressure of needing to train for an ultra, but I still absolutely love walking and running. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my headphones in. I'm going to take my mascot with me, listen to my podcast, and just have a load of fun because the weather's lovely. And also, I can chill out now and enjoy myself knowing I'm doing the thing that I love the most. Now, there's going to be a little video after this as well. So yeah, stay tuned to watch that one. I still want to also put some videos on here as well because I've really enjoyed the vlog and I hope you've enjoyed them too. So there'll still be the odd bit of content, but I won't share them on my socials. If you're still following me on here, hopefully you'll enjoy them. But for now, I'm going to go listen to my music, take SpongeBob with me, and we're off for a little walk. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Just realised I've forgotten my biscuits. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Is an ultra runner known for competing in various ultra distance races. He might be recognized within the ultra running community for his performances and contributions to the sport.